It was early summer, and my husband and I were in an airport, and we were just getting ready to board. And I said, you know what? I'm going to run to the bathroom. You keep all the luggage, and I'm just going to take my phone with me. And so I ran to the restroom, and I know this is probably more information than people really need to know. And I looked around saying, what the heck do I do with my phone? I'm not going to put it on the floor. There was no place to put it. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great? I looked at the door. If you could just pop it in the door, and then as you leave, you just take it out. And that's when I went back and I said to my husband, I have this great idea, who of course he laughed at me. And then I've been talking about it to my friends all summer, who said that is like the smartest thing. It's such a silly, nothing thing, yet it's really like something you need when you need a place to put your phone and you're running to the bathroom.
When I go to the bathroom, I put my phone on the tampon box.
When I go to the bathroom, I either leave my phone in my office. Sometimes I'll leave it, in the faculty bathroom, there's like a little stool outside of the bathroom, so sometimes I'll leave all of my stuff there. If I happen to have a pocket that's not my back pocket, sometimes I'll put it in my pocket.
Because our pockets are just much smaller.
So you told them about the idea.
So right, my phone lives in my right pocket, or if I have a jacket, it's in my left pocket.
Oh, that's a great idea, because I've forgotten it so many times, and then it locks, and then nobody knows whose it is, and then it goes to Antonella, and then I panic because I don't have it. So
yeah,
this is a great idea.
My goal would obviously be is that when you're leaving the restroom, because everyone's always in a hurry running for, in an airport, that you would, something would either ring or vibrate or something, so that when you open the door, you remember to take it with you. And I guess it's not even for airports. I had thought about it in an airport, but I think it should be for all public restrooms. I would imagine if they were sold, they'd be, $2, but $2 times a gazillion restrooms all over the world. Yeah. That's why I want to patent it. I said, I'm going to march myself up to Dr. Aviv's office and say to him, find a team to build this, because I want to do it. You're in the makerspace. I don't have the time. I want this built. And then you guys literally 24 hours later came to me.
And so we started off designing the product.
Guys, hello.
We have a button that when you press it or apply pressure, like from a phone, the LED would light up. And we connected it to a floorboard so that it's smaller and can fit.
And then we'd have 2 separate compartments, so one would be on the bottom, which would hold all the electronics, and then the button, and then on the top would be like where your phone would weigh down the button. And
so this would be like the case, and then the button would be smaller though.
Yeah. Well, the case is a good size because it'll fit a Samsung and a this one and a that one.
And then there'd be like a little like protector for the electronics, but then underneath there'd be a button. And then,
so when you lift it up, it'll make a noise, right? Or something? How will you know? How will you remember?
There will be like a bright LED.
Very bright.
Okay.
So
for like
when
our
it's
purposes
in,
right now.
when it's in the button like senses it, then the LED will turn on, and then when you take it out.
Right. Do you know of other groups that have used the mini Arduino in the past?
Not that I remember successfully. If you just make it like pressure sensor, like you put it in,
It comes with screwing in.
and then the lights on, turn the light on, and then you take it off, the lights off. That's easy. You don't need Arduino, right? Because then that's a circuit, right? You could make a little thing with like a little spring that's very sensitive. That basically.
Wait, I thought we didn't need Arduino,
But if you want to make it so that it has it when it opens the door, if you open the door and it's still there and it has sound, then you need an Arduino. You connect one to the LED and one to the other, and you figure out some sort of way in which when you pressure they come together, and when they come apart, that's basically the idea.
And like putting like this on it. Wow, it's perfect.
Once we had the circuitry figured out, we had to design and build the main pocket and figure out what material would work best. We can use those dimensions to remake it.
Okay, so right now we're figuring out the logistics for making the case.
We need it to be a little bit bigger than this.
So about a centimeter more, so that way there's wiggle room
And there's no friction because here it was a little bit complex.
Are creating a hole for the LED with a blowtorch, a nail, and the piece.
Let's hope it doesn't fall because your phone's in it.
We did it!
I just went and looked at the prototype, and I have to tell you that it surpassed my expectations. I did not think that you were going to put a light. I thought that it would be a buzzer of something, but I think the light was really smart so that when you put your phone in, the light goes on, and then it's an obvious thing that it's like staring at you that you have to remember to take your phone. Couple of things that I'd like to see moving forward, and I told one of your partners who had shown it to me. I don't know if it should be like a lucite thing. I mean, this is a white container of some sort. Obviously it has to be like sort of finished around the edges and so forth. I understand that this is like the first crack at it, but I think we should sort of finish it off, and maybe it is like an inexpensive lucite so people also see, in addition to the light, that their phone is in there. But I do think that this has tremendous possibilities, and I love what you did. Test it here, put it in more bathrooms if you had more prototypes, which I understand is time consuming to do, and then send a survey and ask, should it have both? Should it just have a vibration or a light or both? And that's what I would find out. I would test market it. Obviously your guys are heading to Israel and you can improve it, but I would love someone to work on improving it, and because I really think that this is something marketable.
We're really happy with how the product turned out, but clearly there's more work to be done. And soon, someone will hopefully revisit the project and get it finished and patented.